Well, it has been a little bit since my last commentary. And most of the time when I go on quote unquote hiatus, it's because I am either lazy or I have other things to deal with. And this time it was just because I just needed a break. I needed a little mini break. It's only really gone for almost 2 weeks. Well, I think it will be 2 weeks by the time this is uploaded. My last video went up on a Friday. Friday the 1st, I believe. So, yeah, it's been pretty much 2 weeks. But I just, after my October Horror Fest and after Manhunt was done, I kind of was feeling a little worn out. And what I'm about to say may be douchey, may be scummy. I know when I hear this from a commentator, I am, most of the time, I am instantly just turned off of this guy this person, and I just don't watch their videos after that. But I think my reason's legitimate. I put a lot of work into Manhunt and October Horror Fest, and I didn't get much out of it as far as views go. And now I understand I have a lot of dead subscribers. I have, I think, over 300. I think it's like 341 now. I don't know. But they're all pretty much dead. Sub boxes, they haven't worked in several years. But I know most of the people who subscribe to me just don't watch my videos, and I don't understand why they would bother clicking a button and not, like, if they don't like it, why do they stay subscribed? It's more irritating to me if you stay subscribed and you don't watch my videos and then you're just unsubscribing. Just unsubscribe. It's much easier for me. It gives me a more accurate number of who could watch my video. But the reason I think this is douchey, because you have a lot of commentators who they have like 100,000 subscribers, and they have even more than that. That's not even really a big number anymore. You know, back when I started, that was a big fucking number. Only a few commentators had that. Now, you're really not important unless you have 1 million or something like that. It's whatever. But the thing is like, these people have this number, and then they only get like 90% of their subscriber base watching their videos, and they whine and bitch about it, and I'm like, fuck off. And there's people who will like bitch like, oh, woe is me, I can't make this my job, and that right there makes my head explode. You know, I don't have a problem with YouTube being a quote unquote job. I think there are some commentators who do make really good content and deserve this to be a job, quote unquote. But most of the time it's like, oh, I upload Call of Duty, that's all I do, please give me money. That's nothing about these people. Most people, nothing about them is different. There's so many cookie cutter commentators out there. That was a very hard phrase to say, believe it or not. There's so many of these commentators that are just the same fucking thing as the next guy, that they don't, why would they don't deserve to make money on this shit, but they do. I don't know, I'm rambling on now. This will be November ramblings for sure. But anyway, you know, and my goal on YouTube is, I don't really want, of course I would take it, but I don't really want like tens of thousands of views. All I really desire on YouTube is to have like I would say 10 to 30 people watching my videos. As I said, I of course would take thousands, but I want just a number of people to watch my videos, just a small number of people where I could have a conversation with them and talk to them and get to know them, you know, make friends, you know. I think when you get these big numbers, you really kind of lose that. You really lose the ability to connect with your subscribers or your viewers, or whatever you want to call them. And I think I really just want 30 to. I really want just 30. That's all I want. But you know, I'm rambling on here. I don't know. That's just my ramble about that. I really don't want to get into it too much. Nothing's going to change. You know, if you want to change your viewer base or your view count or whatever, a sure I shouldn't say a sure way to do it because I don't really know how to do it myself, and there's not one way to get quote unquote views on YouTube. That's what they're called. Why? I get the term quote unquote in my head now. I just say it for everything. Wow. But the way to get views, I would say one of the easier ways and one of the more effective ways would be to change the way you're making videos and to change them to a more popular or a more relevant game. And I don't like that. I like my videos the way they are. I like the kind of video I make. I make very irrelevant, very just whatever the fuck videos. The reason I make these videos, like, I'm not even looking at gameplay right now. And you're probably looking at Payday 2 gameplay or Saints Row 4. I'm not really sure what you're looking at exactly, but I make videos so that people subscribe for me, not for what I'm playing. You know what I mean? What I'm talking about, what I'm saying. The gameplay is irrelevant to me. That's when I look for a person to watch on YouTube. That's what I look for. I look for a person to watch, not a game to watch. So that's kind of why I make very irrelevant gameplay. That's why I do irrelevant videos, because that's how I watch it. That's how I like to watch on YouTube myself. So now I don't want to just sit there and talk about the YouTube shit for this entire video. I do want to talk about, well, I don't want to talk about views and stuff. I am talking about YouTube in this video, believe it or not. I've only rambled about 7 minutes about it, but as said previously, I finished up October Horror Fest, and I know in the last episode of that, I said that I was just gonna use that video as a feedback video to get your feedback, to get your guys' feedback on it. But there's some things I kind of forgot to talk about that I wanted to talk about still, so I'm just gonna talk about it again. So not really a big deal. No one will watch that video anyway. But I liked how October Horror Fest turned out. There were a couple of reviews that I think I just didn't do good on. The last one, Hellraiser. I don't know. That movie I kind of picked on the fly. I picked it last minute because I didn't want. I don't know why I picked it last minute. I just wasn't prepared for it. But that was only that and like the Evil Dead review. The Evil Dead review, if you could watch at the end when I do my outro, thanks for watching, goodbye. I don't know what I say at the end of my videos. It's always different usually. It was rushed. It was really it was like in one breath. It was like one syllable almost. It was really bad. And there were times in that video you could tell I was kind of irritated and I was ready to get the video done. I don't like that. I don't like when I do that on YouTube or videos in general. I don't like when I do that. But for the most part, I liked what I did with October Horror Fest. I think if I do it next year, it will not be just horror movies. It'll be movies that I would recommend for October, to watch. Like a good example would be Donnie Darko. That movie is not horror. I wouldn't really call it scary, but it's got that kind of cinematography and that kind of just that setting for it to kind of be a good movie to watch in October. Seven's another good example. Seven does have some horror elements to it, but it's just a very it's a movie that's, I don't really want to say much about Seven itself, but it's a movie I would recommend watching in October. But I'll kind of just do that next year if I decide to do it. And another thing, I'm not going to go with October Horror Fest. That title, if you go back and watch the video October Ramblings, I kind of addressed that October Horror Fest is very generic because I didn't want to spend too much time making a name for it, because I'm really bad at that. I'm really bad at making names for series or whatever. But I realized when I uploaded the first video in the recommended related videos. I know they're not even related videos anymore. They're pretty much like whatever Google wants to put there. But one of them was a video called October Horror Fest, and there's several of them like that from several different people that are about movies and stuff, And so I think if I think if I do, I think I probably will do October Horror Fest next year. It will be under a different name. I will try and think of something between now and then. I have 11 months to do that, so I think I'm good. But anyway, so that's pretty much it about October Horror Fest. I will make a playlist. Hopefully by the time I upload this video, I have not made one yet. But if you missed that, you missed the videos, I will leave a playlist in the description. I forgot what it's called there. I'll leave a playlist in the description. Fuck. Another thing I finished up, as I said, Manhunt. I will not talk too much about this game because I did in the last video of Let's Play. I also have a playlist for that that's already made. But my next Let's Play, I've already decided, will be Hotline Miami. Very fun game. I've done 2 Rockstar games in a row, so I figured it was time for me to play another kind of game. Hotline Miami is very different. It's violent still, but it's very different. So look forward to that. I'm going to hopefully start recording that probably this weekend. I have a 3-day weekend this weekend, so hopefully I'll get some videos done. What I will say about my little quote-unquote hiatus was I did this. I've always kind of been, I've always liked making videos. I've never really had a point where I just hate making them, like they're tedious towards me, or they're tedious to make. I've never really had that kind of feeling about YouTube. So when I took a little break, I really was kind of missing it. So I will try and make videos this weekend. So I'm trying to say, I'm rambling on again. So hopefully I'll get Hotline Miami started. Episode 1 will probably be up next week, maybe. I don't know. You never know with me. I'm really bad with uploading shit. So there's that. And also, me and Francois have been playing adult commentary for the past 2 weeks. So hopefully me and him will get that done. We haven't actually recorded it yet. Hopefully we'll get it done this weekend and I'll have it up sometime in the coming days. I don't know when exactly, but hopefully I'll get it done. You know me, I am very bad about saying things, never actually doing them. But hopefully me and him will get it done. Now, me and Francois go way back, actually. And if you have not seen his channel, not watched any of his videos, you are missing out big time. I'll leave his link in the description if I remember. If I don't, please feel free to remind me. But me and him go way back. I think I first met him when I was doing vlogs back in 2009, I want to say. It's back in, before I was commentating, I was doing vlogs. Really horrible, poorly made. I had a really shitty Microsoft, I believe it was a Microsoft Live camera, and they are insanely shitty cameras. Even back then they were shitty. The people had really good cameras back then, and then that camera was something else. But anyway, me and him know each other. Of course, he went on hiatus for a couple of years. In between Black Ops and now, so original Black Ops, not Black Ops 2. So he's been on hiatus, but he's back. He's been back for a while now. I think since July. I don't remember exactly. I'm very forgetful. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I know it was a really pointless ramble, but hey, it wasn't 20 minutes. Could make it 20 minutes, but I think I'm done talking. I don't think I have anything else I want to mention. Of course, when this video is uploaded, I will think of something I wanted to say. But anyway, that's it for now, hopefully. And I will see you guys next time.